Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tennis Fan Video. A qualifier will be Eala's opponent in the opening round of the Internationaux de Strasbourg being held in France. This was based on the official draw released by the organizers on Sunday. Should Eala advance to the second round, she is set to face the winner between Czech Republic Bet's 8th seed Marie Buzkova and Katerina Siniakova. Eala also had the opportunity to rest and train further, as she no longer needs to go through the grueling qualifying rounds just to secure a spot in the main draw. The organizers themselves confirmed that Eala already holds a guaranteed place in the knockout stage. In the released Strasbourg draw, Eala's name was notably absent from the qualifying event. As a result, Filipino fans quickly flooded the tournament's social media accounts with messages. The Strasbourg organizers reiterated that Eala will not pass through qualifying, having already secured her ticket to the main draw. The WTA 500 level tournament serves as part of Eala's build-up for the French Open, which runs from May 24th to June 7th in Paris. TMT. Eala opens Strasbourg campaign versus qualifier, a crucial clay court test before Roland Garros. The red clay of Strasbourg is set to witness another important chapter in the rising career of Eala, as the Filipina tennis sensation begins her WTA 500 campaign against a qualifier in the opening round. With momentum building from a strong European clay swing, this match is more than just a first-round encounter. It is a vital stepping stone toward the French Open, the biggest clay court stage in tennis. For Eala, Strasbourg arrives at a defining moment. Originally expected to fight through qualifying rounds, she has now been placed directly into the main draw, where she will face a still undetermined qualifier in the round of 32. According to tournament updates, her opponent will emerge from the final stage of qualifying, meaning Eala must prepare for a player already battle-tested on the surface and hungry for an upset. A rising star in transition. At just 20 years old, Eala continues to evolve from a promising junior champion into a consistent WTA-level competitor. Her 2026 season has already been packed with high-level experiences across Madrid, Rome, and Stuttgart, where she has tested herself against some of the world's elite players. Her most notable recent performance came at the Italian Open in Rome, where she reached the third round before falling to world number 2 Elena Rybakina. Despite the loss, Eala showed resilience, pushing one of the tour's top stars in competitive rallies and proving she can hold her own on big stages. Now, Strasbourg becomes a different kind of challenge, not just about surviving elite opposition, but about handling expectation. Why Strasbourg matters? The Internationaux de Strasbourg is more than a warm-up tournament. Positioned just before Roland Garros, it is a final proving ground for players fine-tuning their clay court games. For Eala, this event represents a bridge between potential and performance. Unlike the pressure-heavy Masters events in Madrid or Rome, Strasbourg offers a slightly more open draw. But that does not mean easier matches. Qualifiers often arrive with match rhythm, confidence, and nothing to lose. That makes Eala's opener tricky, especially given the unpredictable nature of clay, where long rallies and momentum shifts are common. What makes this even more important is timing. The French Open begins just days after Strasbourg concludes, meaning every set, every game, and every adjustment here carries direct consequences for Paris. The qualifier challenge. Facing a qualifier in the opening round can be deceptively dangerous. These players have already adapted to local conditions, often grinding through multiple matches just to reach the main draw. They bring intensity, rhythm, and the emotional lift of opportunity. For Eala, the key will be controlling tempo early. Her left-handed baseline game, built on heavy topspin forehands and sharp angles, has troubled many opponents this season. But consistency on clay remains her biggest test. In Rome and Madrid, she has shown flashes of brilliance mixed with stretches of unforced errors, a natural part of her transition into top-tier tennis. If she can establish early control of rallies and dictate movement, the match leans heavily in her favor. But if the qualifier finds rhythm first, Strasbourg could quickly turn into a physical battle. Growth through pressure. One of the defining themes of Eala's 2026 season has been growth through pressure. Every tournament has added another layer to her experience, whether it was the deep run in Miami earlier in the year or her gritty battles in Europe's clay swing. What stands out is not just her shot-making, but her adaptability. Working through different surfaces, opponents, and match situations has sharpened her decision-making. Strasbourg now becomes another checkpoint in that development curve. Coaches and analysts have often pointed out that young players on the WTA Tour don't just need wins, they need problem-solving matches. Strasbourg, with its mix of qualifiers and seasoned clay specialists, offers exactly that. Building toward Roland Garros. Everything in Eala's schedule this month points toward one destination, Roland Garros. Strasbourg is the final rehearsal before stepping into the most physically demanding Grand Slam in tennis. A strong showing here could do more than boost confidence. It could improve her seeding prospects, strengthen her ranking position, and most importantly, reinforce belief that she belongs at the top level. Even a deep run would signal that her Rome breakthrough was not a one-off performance, but part of a steady upward trajectory. The bigger picture. Beyond results, Eala's presence in tournaments like Strasbourg continues to expand the visibility of Asian tennis on the global stage. Every match she plays attracts attention not only from fans in Europe, but also from a growing following in the Philippines and across Southeast Asia. Her journey is no longer just about potential. It is about expectation, pressure, and the responsibility of being a flag bearer for a region still carving its place in elite tennis. Final outlook. As she steps onto the Strasbourg clay to face a qualifier, Eala enters a match that may look routine on paper, but carries layers of meaning beneath the surface. It is a test of readiness, temperament, and ambition. Win, and she builds momentum toward Roland Garros with confidence. Struggle, and she gains another lesson in the unforgiving world of WTA tennis. Either way, Strasbourg is not just another tournament for Eala. It is another defining step in a career still rising, still evolving, and still chasing its biggest breakthroughs. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.